Huh?
I am the tips of Christmas past.
Ho, ho, ho. I am the tips of Christmas present.
I am the tips of...
Look out, there's a black woman coming! Ah!
God bless us, everyone.
Do I ever think I'll do a wrestling show again? I don't know. Like, I stayed away from wrestling coverage. Not that I wasn't watching wrestling, but I stayed away from wrestling coverage for a long... I don't care. I understand that over a decade ago, I was a huge fan of CM Punk in WWE. I used to have a wrestling commentary show. That's been defunct for almost a decade. I don't watch wrestling, haven't in almost 4 years. I don't care. You know, I haven't done a single episode. It's been retired. I don't watch wrestling, so I just don't care. I just don't give a shit. There's no reason for me to even know about this because it doesn't affect me in any way. But I understand people get excited. Oh, Phil used to talk about wrestling. Yeah, 9 years ago I did. You're right. Even I got bored of it. We decided to stop doing it when I moved. It wasn't even working well anyway, to be frank with you. It wasn't getting tons of views and wasn't really making any money. We just did it as like a reason to hang out every weekend, basically. And then after being away from it for so long, a big wave, a new generation of YouTube content creators swooped in and started making pro wrestling content. So you're talking the greater part of a decade. You had everyone flooding in and starting talking pro wrestling, people, new talking heads, new faces, new people respected on the internet. And then I try to get back into the game a decade away. What are you going to do? I'm only going to get people from my fan base. PPP tried to bring in people from his fan base and couldn't do it. They wouldn't show up for pro wrestling. They literally didn't care. You know, I hate to say it. That's the problem with being a drama creator, is that the only content people will ever show up for is drama content. When you pigeonhole yourself into that position, no one will ever care about you again because all you do is drama. So he's fucked. He's stuck doing that content forever. If he ever gets bored, no one will ever care about him doing content ever again. That's a problem. With me, I can branch out and do other things. Some of them work, some of them don't. With the pro wrestling, it was just bad timing because everyone else was already doing it. So it was like, what are you going to do? You know, yeah, the most I could have done, sure, I could have plugged away and continued to do it all year, and it would have continued to be my least viewed, least engaged, least supported show. So why am I going to bother with it? When people want me to do other kinds of content and that's what they're showing up to support, that's what I'm going to focus on, what people really want me to be doing with my time. So there you have it. Mark, indeed, I did have a good Christmas. Again, I talked all about it on the podcast. I hope that you'll check it out. I don't watch wrestling anymore. I literally went cold turkey off of watching wrestling the Raw after WrestleMania. I saw WrestleMania. It was atrocious. I saw the Raw after WrestleMania. It was good, but I was taking a break. And after that, I was like, I'm not doing it again. And I haven't watched any since. This is such a pointless statement. I'm just going to ban this person now so I don't have to address the nonsense. That's such a stupid statement. I'm not even going to waste breath on it. Holy shit. Well, Mark, you've seen my gameplay of Arc Raiders. You know what the game is. If that's the kind of stuff that you like, that gameplay loop and gathering loot and the like, and the suspense of if you run into someone, if they'll be friendly, if they'll kill you, then it's great. I mean, I can't really talk more about Arc Raiders when you ask me if you should buy it or if you know, you've seen my gameplay. Use that to judge. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Flat Man. How you doing, man? Oh, I should type into the kick chat, right? There we go. Guys, we're going to hang out for about another 20 minutes before we start with routine tonight. Hopefully, we'll build up an audience for it. I don't know if we will. Tonight is more of an experiment stream because the thing is, we had it working, Then I took a 10-day break from it. I can tell you this, Pokemon worked again. The people who like Pokemon came back today, hung out, engaged, and supported with the stream. Okay? That was amazing. I don't know if we're going to get it back for routine. I'm being honest with you. Like, I like routine a lot. I would like to continue with it, but I don't know if those people are going to return after 10 days away. So let's see what happens tonight. If we play for an hour and the stream is completely dead, I might just change it to a chill with Phil. But I hope that's not what happens. I hope that we play and it goes well and I can keep playing and finish the game because I'm nearing the end. I guess we'll see what happens, okay? Robbie, I'm glad you're enjoying my content. No, we're never playing Truck Sim again. That's never happening. We have many things that we can do, and we're not going back to something that already failed twice. Bog Patrol, we can see you. I just don't think anyone's replying to you. What's up? All right, we're going to have like 10, 15 minutes left to hang out, everyone. So if you have something you want to chat with me about, tag me in chat. I'm going to be honest, not feeling too great right now. Attendance on YouTube is pretty bad for the game, which I was afraid was going to happen being away from it so long. So we'll see what happens. Like, you know, I'll call it as I see it. If we start playing and enough people are here and engaging and having a good time, I'll stick with it. But if I start playing and the attendance is just way down and no one cares about the game, we'll just call it and we'll just like chill with Phil and I'll announce it. I'll post it up everywhere saying, hey, we're just going to hang out for like 90 minutes and that will probably be better than me trying to play the game no one cares about. It sucks because, again, I feel like we had a good audience for routine, but we're 10 days removed from a game that already was a small indie game that didn't have a lot of attention, and it was working then. But, you know, Pokemon, kind of a game that already has a bunch of following and everything. This game, not so much. Let's see what happens tonight. Cole Bologna Sandwich is our first support of the night. A $2 super chat. He says, soon, 1986 will be 40 years of vivid memory. Indeed. What you're saying, he says, there's not much left. You should just finish it regardless. But I don't stream for myself. You understand? I don't stream for myself. I stream for an audience. If the audience is bored and doesn't want to be here because they don't like the game, why would I continue to stream it? I could literally be doing anything else with my time that would be more productive. So let's see what happens. I don't even care. It wouldn't matter if I was 5 minutes away from the end. I could still turn it off and do 5 more minutes of productive content that people want. So let's see how it goes tonight. Yes, you may not realize this, but when you are a public streamer, your audience's tastes actually affect what you stream. I need to stream content that my audience wants to consume, or else why am I streaming it? I could just turn the stream off and just play the game myself. Do you see? Exactly. Goblin Gaming says the games don't matter that you play. People are here for you, not your games. For the most part, that's correct. There are people who will show up just to see me play a particular game and not show up for others. Like, for example, earlier today, some people just don't like Pokemon. They think it's boring. So they'll leave and they'll come back when I'm playing a game they want to see. Okay? That's the case. Now, what you're saying is they're here for me. You're right. So if they're here for me and they don't like the game, they're going to leave. So I'll say, okay, I'll turn the game off, and then they'll stay. This has happened numerous times.